So there's many times when you have the mount position that you just can't keep it. It might be because the person is extremely big and your technique isn't working, or their timing is better than you, but you still want to keep your top position. And that's where I believe it's important to not be stubborn in the mount, because if you're stubborn, then you're just going to end up in the person's half guard or their guard. And you should accept the fact that the person is better at escaping than you are at actually holding the mount, or the person is just so much bigger than you to where you can't establish the proper position. And that's where we get off the mount. All right, I'm just going to talk about one of the proper ways to get off the mount that I really like to do. I know Russ likes to do it a lot. This is very common, and I think it's just this is kind of required learning in my opinion. So I'm going to have the mount position here on Russ, right? And it could be for whatever variety of reasons, you know, he can possibly get out, or I have trouble keeping the mount. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just lift my foot up. And more often than not, it's when the person goes to do the elbow knee escape. So if he gets he starts doing it well, I lift my foot up. Once I lift my foot up here, I turn my body towards the direction of the leg that I'm lifting. Okay, so I'm lifting my right leg, so I'm going to look to my right. I look to my right here, and then I just come right off. So right now I'm in like a knee on belly position. If you don't like knee on belly position, get the cross face, block the hip, drop down the side control. You can move the north-south, you can move to reverse, whatever you want to do, all right? But the point is, you didn't lose your position. If you're playing in like a gi tournament where there's knee on belly points, you can switch to knee on belly, hold that position for 3 seconds, get your 2 points, and then move on to something else, all right? It depends on what your strategy is, what your purpose is. But the point is, there's times where you can't keep your position, you got to get off, but you still want to stay on top. So if we're here, if we just turn this way, I have this position. Russ is slowly going for an elbow. Look, I kind of lean forward a little bit, and my toes pointing up to the sky. And then I turn. I turn, and now I have my knee on belly position. I can hold this for 3 seconds, get my points, if that's the scenario, or I can get a crossface, drop down, and get my side control, and then start working from here. Just to show you different angles. We'll also show you a little bit faster. So now Russ goes for the, this went so fast I couldn't even finish speaking, all right? So that was a scenario. He's just gonna go at any point, and then I get off. Here. Go ahead, keep moving. Here. I go on block, and I get my control. Right, I told Russ to keep moving because he was still kind of like active, and that's how it's going to be, and we want to control our position. But what I did is I got off knowing that I would rather be on top than either end up in his guard or end up on the bottom, all right? So I would rather have a knee on belly or a side control or some other top game position than have to play his guard where he can be offensive. This is very underrated in my opinion. So if we do this again on this angle, here, we're here like this, right? He starts going, we're gonna go slow. Look, I lift. And I wanna lift, look, my toes are pointing up to the sky because I don't wanna be down low. Because if I'm down low and I go to turn, I'm gonna accidentally land in his half guard. So that's why when we go back, and just let me get my foot back here, so bring this knee up. So I'm here like this, I lean forward a little bit, he goes, I lift, and then I come off. I call it the leg swipe, but it's basically the windshield wiper concept. Mm-hmm. So windshield wiping my leg. I'm here like this. 1, 2. I go 1, 2. That's what I'm doing. Here, and then here. Knee on belly is going to be a natural landing position just because of the nature of your movement, but you don't have to stay there. So definitely add this to your mount game, because it's going to be necessary at times, because even the best mount players can't keep the mount, but they would rather keep a dominant position. If you have any questions or comments, post below. I'll do the best I can to help you out. Peace.